Broke the Madden curse, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
This is a meeting of the Township Committee, February 3rd, 2020. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Two River Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk all on January 9th, 2020. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor Hagel.
Here.
Committeeman Severino.
Here.
Committeewoman Snow.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide defending our Constitution's freedoms and way of life. Thank you. Our first item on tonight's agenda, we have a public hearing on ordinance 2020-3281, an ordinance amending chapter 465-110 of the Code of the Township of Middletown, reducing the speed limit on Sunnyside Road in Middletown.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2020-3281? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close public portion and approve.
Second.
Committeeman Hybel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino. Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt this ordinance on second and final reading. At this time, we have a public hearing for ordinance 2020-3282, an ordinance establishing Sunnyside Road in the Lincroft section as a through street.
Any member of the public wishing to speak on public ordinance number 2020-3282? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close public portion and approve.
Second.
Committeeman Hybel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on second and final reading. Our next item, we have an introduction of ordinance 2020-3284, an ordinance amending section 84(7)(b)(2), governing the number of deputy chiefs permitted to be appointed within the Middletown Police Department.
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Committeeman Hybel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to pass this ordinance on first reading with a public hearing to be held February 18, 2020. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee if you would like to adopt the consent agenda, which would include resolutions 20-56 through 20-62.
Motion to approve consent agenda. Second.
Committeeman Hybel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore. Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt consent agenda. Our last item on the action items tonight, we have a proclamation recognizing the centennial of the ratification of the 19th Amendment in New Jersey. That is for the record. For discussion items tonight, we have Sustainable Jersey Grant Application, the Green Team Content Building Project.
Yeah, if you have any questions, it's just a small grant we want to apply for to do some media and promotional items for Green Team and sustainable efforts that they're working on. It's only a $2,000 grant.
Yeah, it's $2,000, and I'll just say, the Green Team is now on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and they've really been doing, I think, a very good job in, on top of the recycling education that the town started to undertake last year, and I think for $2,000 to be able to build on that is a small price to pay when you talk about the education that people are receiving on how to properly recycle certain materials. It's fiscally responsible.
Every time the Green Team meets, I think we have like perfect attendance at almost
Yeah,
every meeting.
it's really been
committed.
it's really been a great a lot of new people too.
We have
A
some
lot
new
of
faces, yeah.
fresh
We're having our
people.
first meeting this week or next
Yeah.
week.
So, anyway, I think that's great.
We have Township Committee comments.
Committeewoman Snell?
Sure, thank you, Mayor. Congratulations to the mayor for winning his Public Service Award at the Spinnaker Award ceremony for the Eastern Monmouth Area Chamber of Commerce. I think well-deserved, so congratulations, Mayor. And the only other thing I will say is I'm looking into doing some things with all the township young ladies with the women's right to vote, the 100th anniversary this year. So I look forward to getting some things together. That's about it.
Thank you. Committeeman Senabrino?
Thank you, Mayor. I will echo Committeewoman Snell's comments with regards to your Spinnaker Award. Congratulations. And I will hold the remainder of my comments for the public meeting.
Committeeman Heibel?
Same for me. Very jealous of the fancy salvo. Great job. All the rest.
Deputy Mayor?
Congratulations, Mayor, on a well-deserved award. And the only other thing I'll bring out is it is great to see you talked about recycling and sustainable Jersey, but the styrofoam recycling, I thought it was going to be a Christmas phenomenon, but it is much more than that, because every time I go to the recycling center, on whatever day I go, those bins are packed, and that container has more and more styrofoam. I think it's a great thing. Good work bringing that into the township there, and Ted and DPW, and also I think it's great that we have those additional locations that we can recycle, like the train station now with the cardboard, and I think you have styrofoam containers there also. So it's great great project to undertake, and glad we're doing it. So thank you.
And I'll echo those comments. First of all, thank you for all of you for those nice comments. But I'll echo Deputy Mayor Fury's, Ted, the job you guys are doing with that, with this styrofoam. It's just unbelievable. Amy, Joe, all those guys down there, all those folks that are really managing it and writing the manual on how to do it, because nobody else does it, is critically important. And they're doing a great job. And that 40 cubic yard dumpster, every time I think they make a dent in it, it fills its way back up. So
Like loaves and fishes.
I thought, to Deputy Mayor Fury's point, I thought it was going to take a lot of education to get it done. To get people, going about, getting them to drive to the train station or drive to Canes Lane to get it done. And boy, those guys, they need both Tuesday and Wednesday to catch up, don't they?
Very successful.
Yeah. So
Amazon helps too.
Amazon does help. Thank you, Amazon.
Nobody likes styrofoam.
With that, I'll now open it up for public comments. I just ask that any member of the public wishing to make a public comment, if you could please start with your name and address for the record. We ask that you keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll let you know that you have 1 minute left, and if you can begin to wrap up your comments. With that being said, any member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Don? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, my name's Don Watson, living at 1 Collinson Drive. I was just curious, I was reading in the paper this week about Hotel live streaming their movies, or meetings. I was wondering when Middletown was going to follow in their footsteps.
I saw that article, I think in, was it 2 River Times? But with the new town hall, there's already been conversations about the streaming of, that's been put into the plans for the new township building. So
It's not in concrete though, right?
what's that?
It's not in concrete though, right? It's just plans?
It's in the plans to have a video camera.
It's part of the design.
Yeah, part of the design to have a video camera that will be used for both court and a separate server for the Township Committee's usage.
Right. Yeah, I know we've been using one for court here for years.
Well, they have to be separate. The two
Yeah.
servers have to be separate. AOC requires that they be
Right.
fully autonomous. So,
Great.
but yes, they are in the specs for the new courtroom.
Excellent, thank you.
Yes, sir.
When are we going to start building that building?
You are going to start seeing folks moving over to Croydon Hall from the Johnson Gill Annex starting the 2nd week in February. We are going to be moving a few departments at a time, at which time then you'll start to see demolition equipment, and tractors and such on the grounds, beginning the demolition of the Johnson Gill and the grading of the lot, of the spaces where the new town hall site will be.
Okay, and when are we gonna start building our municipal center?
Well, that's a part of it. We had to.
Yeah, I know that's a part of it, that's the commercial aspect of it.
No.
That's parking for this
No,
building.
it's
parking?
parking for current employees that are staying here.
Okay,
So, you're gonna start, I would say you'll start to see it probably third or fourth week in February. You'll see activity up toward the top of the hill.
great. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Any other member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Seeing no member of the public stepping forward, move to close public portion and adjourn.
Second.
Committeeman Heibel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adjourn.
Have a good night, everybody. We get the 3D rendering of it. Yeah. Good.
11 o'clock, we're gonna call.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here, yeah. I'm gonna be at, I got a pre-conference with Army Corps first.
We'll be able to-
It's in the room.
Is that where it's gonna be held?
Yeah, I mean,